Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Miami Heat. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat and for the Trailblazers. And it's Hawkins in at the 2. All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
Here we go. So Miami wins the tip. There's a screen. Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. Portland with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Blazers making their last shot.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Here's Hawkins. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
And Towns has got the ball here for Miami. Lets it go from deep. Rice grabs the miss.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Hawkins. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And it's good. 2 points. Taylor's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Towns outside. Clock at 6. There's a screen from downtown. That one no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Pass to Taylor. Count it. Taylor's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
The last game between these teams was so close, but ultimately their bench put them over the top.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. Second, the Trailblazers.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Towns. They set the screen. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Outside Watson. Here's Taylor. Pass to Rice. 6 to shoot. Here's Hawkins. Heat trail by 4. We've got 1:55 left in the first. From outside the arc. Portland with a rebound. Here's Taylor. He's got 6. Pass to Rice. Here's Erickson. From 18 feet away. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Miami moving it around. 13 feet out. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Hawkins. It's Watson on the wing. The shot. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kicks it out, Towns. They set a pick. Unloads. And that one's on target from the wing. Towns has gotten his second bucket. Portland leading. Here's Rice. No made baskets yet. Pass to Taylor. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Elbow shot. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Toppin, and it's Alexander in at the point guard position. Toppin right side. Pass to Alexander. Here's Rowe. No good. That would have tied it. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Here's Rowe. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Portland with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Lawson. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Rowe. Now here's Towns. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 7 points.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
Here's Rice. They set the pick. And a miss there on the triple. Miami trailing. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, BA. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Stand while they're cobbling together an offense. The Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, BA, only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Watson, he's checked in for Portland. Taylor comes in for Lowry. Miami on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Hawkins. Again, the miss by Portland. And Towns has got the ball here for Miami. They trail by 1. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Inside. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
There's 57 seconds left in the second.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Here's Taylor, defended by Jones. Taylor's shot is off. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Heat misses. Portland leading by 3. Here's Rice. No points so far. Outside Watson, all alone. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Portland ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Heading back to the Heat for a moment, they're right in the middle of a highly contested battle.
They've done everything they can to shoot their way out of this contest. Somehow, they're still in it. Got to make the most of that opportunity.
It just takes a few to fall to open up the floodgates.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Trailblazers lead by 3. And it's Rice in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Taylor. That three's off the mark. And for the Heat, they're shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Pass to Towns. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Rice. Still no points. Here's Taylor for 3. Towns with a rebound. And looking at the Blazers, Stan, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds, and with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Here's Rice. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Erickson, pass to Watson. And the basket by Erickson.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
It's that time. We need you to make some noise for your Trailblazers.
Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You look at Portland, hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Checking out Portland, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game. Jones from outside. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Miami shooting their first free throws here for the night. That's good from Jones. And the second free throw is good. And he can't make it 3 for 3. Trailblazers lead by 3. Pass to Rice. Outside Watson. Here's Rice. He can't hit that time.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Towns for 3. And again, no good by Miami.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
It's good. Taylor's got 10 points in the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Towns. Jones sets the screen from the wing, and the basket by Towns. 11 points in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. Number 1, the Blazers.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing. Moving the ball to get quality looks.
Trailblazers lead by 3. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Taylor. Portland again missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
It's stolen. Down low. Here's Rice. And the layup is good off the glass. Rice has gotten his first basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Shoots from the block, and it's in, off the glass.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Pass to Taylor. 1:16 left in the third. Step back shot, connects, the jumper drops. Taylor's got 12 points.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Portland leading by 3. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Yep, count it. 6 points for him.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
.23 seconds left in the third quarter. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Jones misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And we've reached the end of the third. Portland ahead. They lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
And Coach Spoelstra instructing his guys to look for the best option.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush any bad shots, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Toppin, and it's Rowe in its center. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jeffries. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. Jeffries has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And there's the screen. Here's Towns. And it's Diaz with a rebound.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And he's off on his first shot of the game. Heat trail by 6. Alexander, the pass to Rowe. Here's Towns. Takes a 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Hey, man, get out the move with your Blazer dancers.
Portland making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Miami on D. It's a three-point game. To the left wing. Here's Jeffries. Off the mark there with a three. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. A shot from the mid-range. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
A nice rhythm to his game here late. He's hit 3 out of 4 this quarter, looking to put him over the top.
Lowry outside. And he drives in. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. 4 seconds left. The shot is money.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Heat trail by 3. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Miami making a switch here. Here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Now Towns to tie it up. Oh, he can't hit it. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Taylor. Lays it in easily.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1. Taylor.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Heat trail by 6. He got it.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Here's Rice. A minute 37 left in the final quarter. Here's Erickson. From downtown. No good. Now Towns. Puts up the tray. Not that time.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Taylor, defended by Jones. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Towns outside, jacks up a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Taylor. Here's Rice. three. That misses. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Buries it!
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for Portland, Hopkins taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now our player of the game.